Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with more F1 2014 career mode. Today we are here in Austria for the next round of the season. This track I absolutely love and I'm hoping to get a really good result here in qualifying. Into Q3 yet again, DRS activated across the line. 1.3 seconds off, so that's not going to be doing any good. But let's go on to our second lap here, which is our fastest lap. A little bit wide through turn 1, a little bit all over the curbing, which doesn't help out whatsoever. Now it's long straight here. Making sure that you change gear at the right time is actually essential here. Don't want to be over revving the car. Getting into 8th gear, braking just after the 100 meter board, and this lap already better. 2 temps up on our best lap and 3 temps down on Hamilton, but we'd expect that anyway. DRS activated into the middle sector here. We've got about 2 minutes left of this qualifying session, so if this lap was bad, we could go for another one, but we decided to not to because we're actually to get a decent lap time here, so might as well just leave it at that. And heading up to the second sector time any second now. This corner I can never really seem to get right. Every single line I seem to just not get it quite perfect, but there we are. Second sector time, 5 temps off Lewis Hamilton, which is a lot better. Still 2 temps off our personal best time, and Hamilton goes and sets the fastest lap on a 109.566. Now the final couple of turns, these are the best corners on the track. They're so fun, especially when you get it right. Last turn there, making sure I don't run too wide, but we get the apex done brilliantly. DRS activated across the line, 1 minute 10.3 and a very good lap time. So that's how the field stacks up going into the race. Hamilton on pole, then Rosberg, then Alonso, then Massa, then me. So that's your top 5. And I'm quite interested, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below who you think is going to be winning my career mode here. Whether you think it's going to be Hamilton, Rosberg, maybe even Vettel, Alonso, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm quite interested to see what you guys think, and maybe even I don't know, if I can make a comeback through the field in the last sort of half of the season and maybe get the win. I don't know, it's going to be pretty tough, especially in this McLaren. But anyway, the 25% chance of rain in this race is probably going to hamper us somewhat. I don't know whether it's going to mean we go onto the wet tyres or the intermediate tyres. Not too sure when the rain is going to be coming out in this race, but for us it's really just get to the end of this race with some solid points, try and beat my teammate and sort of just show how good of a driver I am on this track. And there we are. Oh, that's me. I thought that was my teammate. No, that's my teammate there, 9th position. Our qualifying button once again. We've had a really good run of things over the last couple of races, and obviously the win in Monaco, second place in Canada, and now can we get another podium here today? Well, it looks unlikely. We're in 5th. 5 red lights, and they're out, and away we go here in Austria. And Massa getting a pretty decent start there, and Rosberg seems to bog down off the start-finish line. He didn't get a good start whatsoever. He's looking to overtake Hamilton, Alonso, Hamilton, Rosberg, Massa. I don't even know, there's everybody everywhere. But we somehow managed to get through a couple of cars there. Rosberg and Massa seem to back out. And Alonso has somehow grabbed the lead, so we've went from 5th to 3rd. Hamilton is sticking in 2nd place there, and Alonso has somehow got into the lead. We go for an optimistic lunge down the inside of Hamilton, no contact made. A pretty sweet move there on Hamilton, and that's promoted us up into P2 here. Now Alonso right in front of us here. Let's try and get him, because we know he isn't as fast as the Mercedes, so we might have a chance here of grabbing the win here, especially if we can get past him. Obviously the pit stops and everything will change up how everything looks in this race, but if we can get past Alonso here, this will be a really great opportunity to get some really good points here today. Maybe the Mercedes will jump us in the pit stops, I'm not too sure, but really for us here, it's just trying to grab every position when I can. And now, you can see it's a really short lap in Austria here. I think that's one of the reasons I really like this track. You just get the lap over and done with, and it just feels really good. This last sector is just so cool. And yeah, there is the final corner, running a little bit wide all over the place, but there we are, across the top finish line at 1:17.5 for our first lap time, 5 tenths of a second behind Alonso, and through turn 1 here, try and get the best run possible. We get a pretty good run actually, and in the slipstream as well of Fernando Alonso. Hamilton's actually dropped back a little bit here, but we've got the Mercedes power, and we're getting into the slipstream. Alonso looking to the inside here. We're going to get the move done. We brake a little bit later, but it's a bit too late, even shifting into neutral accidentally there. But we nearly get the move done, Alonso there, but we have to go back down to 2nd place as we outbraked ourselves there. A little bit silly from me, maybe a bit hot-headed, maybe not really thinking about that too well. Now looking down the inside of Alonso again here, it's not going to work out there. Alonso is too good of a driver to let the opportunity slip there, and he's not let me any room there, and he's kept the lead. So Hamilton's still in 3rd, and battling away with Rosberg. As we skip ahead to lap number 4 here, you can see a bit of a queue is starting to form up here behind Alonso, so it's not just me that can create a queue in this game, it's the AI as well, especially with Alonso out front. And we're going to dive to the inside of Alonso here. It's not going to really work out, is it? Really bit of a bold move from me there, and Hamilton hits the side of me, and looks like Rosberg's got past him. DRS is activated. Are we going to be able to keep this move on Alonso? It's a bit optimistic going into the turn, so DRS obviously activated here is definitely helping us out, and we've got the move done up to P1. And good stuff there, starting from 5th, getting to 1st, pretty good stuff, and we're still in lean fuel mixture there as well, so we'll switch that up. I didn't even mean to do it to reach there, standard, that's what I wanted to do. Anyway, lap number 8, here's our pit stop lap, and we've got Rosberg who caught up to us after people behind pitted, so a bit of lean fuel mixture here, might as well just save that little bit of fuel through this pit stop. I know a lot of people wondering, why do I do that, why do I even bother doing that? But it just saves that tiny bit of fuel that might come in useful towards the end of the race. Now coming into the McLaren guys, are they going to be able to switch me over to the tyres better than the Mercedes guys? No, they're not, because I've been held in the pit lane there, 4.9 second stop, and you can see I've came out behind Rosberg here, and really bad in terms of that for me, because it means now I will not be leading the race whatever happens. But Alonso has gone around the outside of us anyway, so Alonso is into the lead of the race. And it looks like Hamilton is going to jump us. No, he's not quite got us there. Hamilton right behind us here. So we are currently P4. I think Kvyat actually leading this race right now. So obviously he won't be leading at the end of it. He needs to still go and do his pit stop. But for us, it's looking not so likely to get the win here. And if we skip ahead to lap number 14 here, you can see we just didn't have the pace. And Rosberg just went off into the distance here. 8 odd seconds in front of us now. And he's catching up to Alonso. It's surprising actually that he hasn't got past Alonso. Alonso putting in very good lap times on these soft compound tyres here. I'm not too sure why, but the AI seems to be as fast on the soft tyres as the super soft tyres, which doesn't really make any sense to me. At least on this track, they seem to be going faster on the soft tyres. And even though the super soft tyres you would expect to be faster, but I know you got to weigh in, you know, you got more fuel at the start of the race and all that sort of stuff, so I don't really know how it works out, but still, they were so fast on these soft compound tyres, I couldn't keep up with them. And you can see I've got a bit of a queue behind me, Raikkonen and also Hamilton, but you can see there's a big gap back to the next car, so I think overall I did a pretty decent job in this race. We skip ahead to lap number 16 here. Massa goes and sets the fastest lap of the race. I mean, look at that. Great lap time there from Massa of a 1:10.6. But you sort of have to wonder, how's he done that sort of lap time? I'm assuming he's on the soft compound tyres. I'm not too sure where he's at in the race, but unlucky for us, and the rain is actually starting to come down as well. It won't be enough to make us pit for intermediates or wet tyres before the end of the race, but just for us, it's a little bit of a nuisance. It means we've got less and less grip, obviously, on the wet conditions. Final couple of turns here. We'll see what sort of lap times we're doing here. Obviously, you saw Massa doing a 1:10.6. There's no way we're going to be anywhere near that. So there we are, across the line of 1:12.3. So you can see I haven't got the pace on these tyres, which for me isn't great. But I suppose for you guys, it's interesting to see the battle between Raikkonen and Hamilton. But really, that was pretty much how it ended up there. You can see lap number 18 here. We're doing a decent sector split there. But Alonso goes and wins the race with Rosberg there in second. We dropped 16 seconds in this second stint. So about 1.5 seconds a lap slower than Rosberg and Alonso, which is just not good enough. And definitely need to, you know, find some speed on the harder compound tyres in each race, but that's just how it is sometimes. You've got to learn and improve from the errors that you make in races. But I've got to say, not the really most interesting race in the world, but overall we did a pretty good first stint, I'd say, to keep up with Alonso and a lot, but the second stint just wasn't there for us. Not the right strategy or anything in terms of, you know, pitting a bit too late in my opinion, and also just not having the pace on those tyres. So that's just how it is. I had a little bit of a queue behind me there. Well, two cars, Raikkonen, Hamilton, and Hülkenberg, Vettel, Button, Verne, Ricciardo. They were catching us towards the end, but they just didn't have the speed. So that's just how it is. And we managed to keep that result, which is good for us. And you can see everyone in the top half of the field are finishing on these prime compound tyres. Big mover, actually, there. Vettel starting 20th, and Ricciardo starting 21st. I'm not even too sure what's happening in terms of that, but there we are. There's the Drivers' Championship as well there. So Rosberg leading Hamilton now by 11 points. Alonso sort of put himself into that battle somewhat, 35 points behind. Then we're in 4th. We've jumped Vettel. And yes, overall not too bad whatsoever. And another podium, so that's good for me as well. And yeah, overall guys, I think that was a pretty decent race. It wasn't the most interesting in the world, but it wasn't terrible. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments as always. And I thought I'd do something different here to end this video up. Caption this picture that I found on my computer here. This is from one of our go-kart videos, and you can see Ben has spun round in front of the field. He's the one with the sort of black red helmet you can see in the middle of the screen. What do you think he's thinking when he's seeing all these go-karts coming towards him? Just let me know in the comment section down below what you'd caption this with, or what Ben's thinking. I just thought that's an interesting way to finish off this video. If you wanted to just comment anything, that's just something to do in the comments. So yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching again, guys. I appreciate your support in these videos as always. And until next time, it's been Axe, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.